Thank you. Welcome to the Jennifer Hudson Show. That was fun. Y'all didn't expect that. Listen, I love a bike ride. You know what? Listen, and since, I gotta say this, Happy Earth Day, everybody. See, I love my bike and I love the earth, so I had to ride the bike out here for my commute today. You didn't even see that coming. Oh my goodness. Listen, Earth Day is the perfect day to remind you that our connection to the earth is scientifically proven to be good for us. That's why I love outside so much. Yep, in fact, a Harvard study found that living around flowers reduces stress. That's why I like going outside so much. Oh my God, and riding my bike and seeing all the beautiful flowers. Y'all, it make me so happy. You just don't even understand. I got real excited to ride this bike out here for y'all. So no, that don't mean you gotta go live in the forest. Having some plants around your house, that works too. So they can help you relax, they increase your energy, and can make you more compassionate at work. You see all these flowers I got up here? Aren't they beautiful? And that's why we call this the happy place, because it keeps us happy. So I love flowers. I love the way they look. I love the way they make me feel. And I love y'all. So, you know what? I want to give each of you your very own flower to celebrate Earth Day. Because I love you. I do. I really do. And these are mine. You to have yours. I love you. I love you. And you. And you. Make sure they all get them. Oh my goodness, don't it make you feel good? Oh, and then I have mine right here, my mushes. You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all feeling good, chat? Good. Okay, let's get this show started. You're my first guest out here. This is gonna be fun. You got your flower, and your flower, and your flower. Oh my God, I got another flower for y'all. He's a trailblazer and a comedy legend who's been making us laugh for over 30 years. His new show is called Lopez versus Lopez. Y'all give it up for the one and only George Lopez! I'm such a huge fan of yours.
Well, I'm a huge fan of yours.
Wow. Listen, you interviewed me over 20 years ago. Now I get to interview you.
How about that? Oh.
Do you remember this? Yeah, this was right after I came off of American Idol, I want to say. So it's like full circle.
Well, you know, coming off American Idol, they use the word elimination, but it really just giving you your start. So congratulations to you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. And speaking of celebrations, tomorrow is your 63rd birthday. Like, how do you feel about getting older? Happy birthday.
I watched so many people get old, I never thought about getting old myself. You know, it's crazy because I can't look at something without having my mouth open. I can't read with my mouth open. So like, I can't see, open your mouth. Oh, that's right. You get old, you can't see, you can't hear.
That is hilarious. So you didn't always grow up celebrating birthdays?
Well, I mean, I came from a childhood of, you know, my grandmother raised me and I would say, when's my birthday? And she would say, it already passed, you know. So whatever they got you, like, I remember she bought me some rims for my bike and they were probably like 3 months before my birthday. But when she took the money out and was gonna pay, she looked at me and she was like, don't ever ask me for anything ever again. I'm like, well, I mean, Grandma, I'm 8. You know, I might need something else, you know, along my way. But, you know, I think my grandmother, if the one thing about it is that she didn't prepare me for when things would go right. She prepared me for when things would go wrong. And I think that's helped me being in this business.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are a legend.
Oh,
and I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
We all want to be like you. Has fame become like what you thought it would be?
I think it's harder. It's hard for everybody. You know, you hear so many times, you know, there's not enough Latinos on TV, not a representation of this and that. But in reality, it's tough for everybody. So
Yes.
you celebrate every accomplishment you get, whether it's a big one or a small one. They're still the same because this business is so difficult
Yes.
to survive.
Yes. And you've experienced it. Like, what would you say surprised you most about fame, if anything?
I think, you know, for me, I just think people, you know, they feel so comfortable, you know. Like they would say to me, you know, has anybody ever told you you look like an old George Lopez? And I'm like, yeah. I say, yeah.
Ah.
This is what happens when you don't die, man.
And this is a significant week for you. First of your birthday, and
Yeah.
then it was 19 years ago this week when you had your kidney transplant.
I had a kidney transplant 19 years ago, and my ex-wife Ann, you know, gave it to me, and she's into the astrology, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to talk to her person in the stars, and they said, April 9th. The woman said April 19th, and it was like February. So I said,
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a little better than April 19th. So we went to see my doctor, the surgeon, and he said, when do you guys want to have this done? And she said, April 19th. And he said, hey, that's my birthday. I do my best work on my birthday.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's been 19 years. And every year I send my surgeon flowers. He's retired.
Oh.
And every year I send my wife money, of course. And then I send the doctor flowers. So yeah, and you know, I'm happy to be alive. I mean, there's a lot of things that people miss about being alive. But I mean, the idea that to be able to give back to people and kids who have kidney disease is one thing I didn't expect. But you know, Jennifer, when I woke up like a day and 2 days after my surgery, I felt better than I'd felt at any point in my life. And at that point, I thought, you know, the rest of my life, I'm gonna just help other people who are sick and need help and show them that you can come and be
Wow,
better.
that has to make you feel good.
Yeah, I feel great.
That's a blessing to see others being blessed from your blessings.
Thank
Will
you.
you stick around for a little bit?
Absolutely, I'd love
All right. Well, with George Lopez, we will be right back. And we're back with the one and only George Lopez. Okay, we
Yeah.
have to talk about your show.
Yeah.
Lopez versus Lopez. It's very funny and beautiful, but it hits home. It's like, tell everyone how it came about. It's very personal.
Yeah,
to you.
you know, I was estranged from my daughter Maya because of the divorce and things. And, you know, when I was growing up, Jennifer, you know, I really didn't have a male. I had no father, I didn't have a father. So I had really no figure or anyone really kind of to tell me what was right and wrong. And I made a lot of mistakes, you know, as men do. And no excuse. I mean, they were all mine. But not until I started to do something that nobody in my family or anybody that I really knew ever did was accept responsibility for a person's behavior.
Right.
So I said, you know, so many times that we would just remove people from our lives forever. But then, you know, to be a father is a very special thing, but also to have a child as beautiful as any child, but to be estranged from your child it's one of the worst things ever. So for the first time in my life, I owned up to all of my mistakes, and you know, I was lucky enough that mine took me back into her life, and you know, a little bit of the show is about.
That gave me chills. Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, listen, I wasn't planning on making as many mistakes in my life, but I also wasn't planning on them all being part of my two shows. But
Yeah.
I'm happy. If my dysfunction can help someone function, then I'm cool with that.
And I think it will.
Thank you.
That's brave of you.
Yeah, thank you. And you know, I was, you know, in high school, I was just, you know, very disrespectful to my baseball coach. I loved baseball. And years after I got out of high school, I realized that, you know, all my behavior was traced to me. I always thought it was somebody else's fault, you know. So maybe 4 years after I graduated from high school in San Fernando High, I waited for all the players to go in, and he was out there collecting some equipment, and he looked at me and he hadn't seen me, you know, 5 years, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" And literally I said, "I'm here to apologize for the way that I treated you when I was here in high school as a student, and thank you." And and literally, I'll say this honestly, like I don't think that I could have gone a day in my life without apologizing to somebody that I was so rude to. And it was the first time I think in my life that I ever sincerely apologized to somebody. And, you know, it's been a learning thing ever since.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great example,
Yeah.
you know, and being able to take responsibility for your own actions. How has it been therapeutic to you?
Well, I think, I've decided not to date anymore. I'm 60, I would be 63, so I'm out of that. That relieves a lot of the issues that I had. But now I realize the only person I need to be in love with and have her love me back is my daughter Mayan.
Oh.
So all my attention would go to her, yeah.
A great place for your energy and attention to go to.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you would go public with your private life?
I never really did. I thought that, nobody was watching, and I thought that, it was, just kind of my own thing. But also with the kidney disease is to turn my back on people. I came from a place where everybody turned their back on everybody when they were in need. And I thought I had to end that. I didn't want to do that. And, it's funny doing the show because so much of it, and also the first show, was almost like point for point things that happened to me negatively in life. And now to do the show and to see Mayan as he's 27 years old, but in my eyes, when we're rehearsing, I'll look over at her and I'll see her as a 5-year-old Mayan and a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. And it's maybe the most beautiful thing that my eyes have ever seen.
Wow.
Is to see your child at different ages, but yet know that she's a strong woman and independent on her own.
Yes, and you're making such a great example
Yeah.
for her and to her because of her. That's amazing. Okay, so before you go, talk to us about your new children's book. Tell everyone what it's about.
Well, I used to, like any kids, I used to go on top of the roof of my house, and I would look at the moon, and I would think about, who the people that I was going to know in the future, and where the people that I would be working with, or friends I would have. And it became a big thing for me, but also coming from a place that wasn't nuclear, no mom and dad, raised by grandparents. So we created these books for kids books that show you that no matter where you come from, and no matter what you look like, and no matter what your thoughts are, that there's a place for you. And nobody should feel like they're misplaced or don't belong somewhere. And that's really what the books are all about.
Beautiful, beautiful message. We're so grateful to have you here. Will you come back again and see us?
Absolutely.
Oh, my
I would
goodness.
love to come back. Thank
All
you.
right, Lopez versus Lopez airs Tuesdays at 8 on NBC, and his children's book is available now. Pick up your copy. We'll be right back. Okay, we good and happy now. Okay. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I love my best friend, Walter. I have lots of nicknames for him. He's my Jolly Wally. I call him my Faduntadun. And of course, my Wally Bean. Okay? So I want to play a game inspired by Wally Bean. And since it's Earth Day, we're going to play a special version of Who's Seen Wally Bean Earth Day Edition. Okay, that is my Wally Bean right there. Look at him real good, guys, okay? Yes, so we're gonna try and find Wally Bean in pictures taken all over the world. Y'all got it? Yeah! Let's hit it! Let's find Wally Bean. All I see is sand. Do another one. Where are we going to in the world now? Okay. How we gonna find him in this? What? Tell me. Okay, I see him. That was hard. Okay. Now, what y'all doing over here? Come on here. All right. You good. Hold on. We're gonna do another one. First, where are we in the world? Is this Niagara Falls? I love Niagara Falls. So I wanna go to Niagara Falls. Forget Walter. Over this way. good. You better see. I guess I need some new glasses. That damn Walter be everywhere, y'all. That was fun. Okay, we did that, y'all. Give yourselves a hand. Baby, oh my goodness, listen. He has been all over the place. He be so busy. Oh my God, if only he had traveled here to come see about me and let me look him upside his head. You think? Walter? Wally? Wally?
I'm Wally, baby.
You are Wally. You be everywhere. You brought me a rose. Y'all, this is my friend and nobody else's. Wasn't that fun? Give me 5, Wally.
My hand's sweaty.
I know,
Sorry.
he real shy, y'all. He gonna be like, okay, you done?
I'm done. Can I run away now?
Yes, you can run away.
Okay,
Now,
great.
see, this is why I have to find him anywhere. Thank you, Wally. That was so fun. Thank y'all for playing, everybody. Oh, my goodness, that was so fun. Happy Earth Day. And you got your flowers, right? We had fun, right? Yeah. That's for you. Yes, ma'am. We'll be right back. Our next guest reigns as Queen Charlotte on the hit Netflix series Bridgerton. Please welcome the lovely Golda Rosheuvel. Royal, I can feel it in your name. It's beautiful.
Is this mine?
Yes, that is for you, Queen. Yes, it is.
It's not gin.
It's such an honor to have you here.
It's an honor to be here, my goodness. Where are those 2 people that were dancing?
They were
just
dancing. They were dancing for you, right up there.
Oh my God, I was dancing with you backstage.
Oh, we would love to see
Yes.
your steps. Oh my God, I can hear your accent. It's Guyanese and English?
It's a kind of mixture of something going on, yeah, of the world.
Of the world. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. What's your favorite part about each? Like the Guyanese or the English? Do you have one?
There is, I love it all. I now am a well-rounded human being.
Yes.
I am Golda Rosheuvel now. When I was younger, the identity being biracial,
Yeah.
you know, as you can understand, might have been a little bit complicated, just where I sat, who I was. But I came from 2 amazing human beings, my father Guyanese and my mother white English. And I learnt in the house about community, about music, about food, and how 2 cultures can come together in those 3 things. And I kind of strive for that in my own life now.
Wow. You're so captivating. Isn't she captivating? I'm so drawn into you. Oh my goodness. And your father was a preacher.
He was a Church of England priest. Yeah.
And watch him preach, did it pour into you like your regalness and
There's a
wanting to be
certain
the queen?
theatricality
about
being up there and preaching the word to a congregation, a theatre of people.
Yes.
So that was definitely something that I watched. You know, it's about storytelling as well.
Yes.
Telling those stories of the Bible, you know. So I class myself as a storyteller. I think as a singer and an actress as well.
You definitely are a storyteller.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's about putting those stories out there to communicate life, loves, characters. So yeah, I think there was an influence there, definitely.
It's definitely there, that's for sure. And I know you're a performer, but you wanted to be an Olympian?
Yes, I trained as an athlete.
Really?
That was like my first, theatre, music, all of that stuff was there in my household, but I was passionate about athletics, sport. Like I swam for my county, I played hockey for my county. I think county would be like a state here.
Yeah.
So I would be like playing for my state. So I did all of that and then trained for the Olympics. So I would probably be like a Jessica Ennis.
Oh.
Like a decathlon, something like that, because I was good at the javelin, 100 meters, long jump, 4x1 relay. But unfortunately, I had an accident.
Okay.
And the theatre and that life just took off.
It was your calling. It was clearly meant to be.
I think so. There was a moment when the Olympics were in England and I was out of work and I had to sit there and watch something that I could have been. You know what I mean? So that was an interesting moment. But definitely I feel as though it has been my calling, yeah.
Okay, I have to ask this then. Would you ever want to play a role where you could be an athlete?
I'd love to.
That's the way to get that
Tennis
passion out.
is another one of my passions.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'd love to do that. I'm a
see
little older now. The bones don't work as well as they
do. Trust me.
they do.
Yeah.
So, or maybe like a coach or something like that would be really cool.
Well, you can dibble and dabble in that world and blend your worlds.
Exactly.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Now, your hair is gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's so regal, right? Queenish.
Dion Smith is
It's
my
gorgeous.
hairstylist, yeah. She's been with me for many years now. Yeah, and she's a dear friend. She's very, very talented.
Nice. And you wear some lovely headpieces I saw in that clip.
Yes.
Like, what's the process to become the queen? Like, I know it takes a while to get to, this is glorious.
Yes, that takes about 2.5 hours.
How heavy is it?
It's really heavy. Yes, some of them can be really, really heavy. And the crew, our wonderful, wonderful crew, were really, really generous and made me like a neck brace. So the neck brace is made up of like 2 slabs of wood and then like a curve of wood. So I slot that on my back and I'm able to like rest my neck on the thing. So it takes the weight off my neck.
Will you stick around for just a little longer?
Yes,
Oh
I'd
my
love to.
God. More with Golda. In a few, we'll be right back. We're back with Golda Rosheuvel. Okay, so season 3 of Bridgerton returns.
I just say you did my name really well. It was perfect.
Thank you.
Rosheuvel. It's great.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. It sounds like it's fit for a
Dutch.
queen. It's Dutch. I was going to ask you where.
Yeah,
was the
Indonesian
origin?
Dutch. My grandfather actually was from Indonesia, yeah. And it's actually pronounced Rosheuvel. Rosheuvel. That's the correct Dutch pronunciation, but you did it very well. Rosheuvel is the English.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I like that. While you're educating us, can you tell us, for those who haven't watched the show Bridgerton, can you tell them what it's about?
What is Bridgerton? If you've been under a rock for the last, 4 years. What is Bridgerton about? It's about love. It's about a family of 8 siblings, and it was, the original books are written by Julia Quinn, and each book is about a different sibling. So we have kind of taken that aspect of it and created, Shonda Rhimes has created this amazing kind of, created this amazing series about this family who live in this society, English society, and it's about their kind of navigation of their way through that society. It's about love, it's about finding love, and this season coming up, I think the fans are going to be really excited because it's a long-awaited connection, friendship, love with Penelope and Colin.
We can't wait to see it. That is for sure. Okay, this is so interesting to me. You originally went for another role for Lady Danbury. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. So, yeah, I originally went up for Lady Danbury. And it's one of those things, you know, as an actress, you get the sides, the script, and you work on it. And it was one of those rare moments where I actually went in to meet the casting directors. Things now are done on, like, self-tapes now.
Yes.
A lot, you know. So you do a tape and it goes somewhere and somebody watches it and you either get the job or you don't. On this occasion, I was able to actually go into the room and be with the casting director. So I worked on it and I worked on it and I worked on it. And again, it's one of those things where outside of the room, I had that nailed down.
I knew everything.
Like,
I totally understand.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, as soon as I got in the role, I was like, yeah. So I didn't get the role. But about an hour, 2 hours after I got home, the same day, I got a call to say, can you do a tape for this role called Queen Charlotte? And it was just before Christmas that this was all going on. And I was leaving the next day to go and spend Christmas in France with some friends. And I said to my partner, now wife, let's just do this thing like, oh God, okay. We did it in half an hour, 45 minutes. I sent off the first tape thing. I didn't think anything about it, didn't care, really. And I think it's because I knew her so well, it was easy to do.
Yeah.
I just ran it off. It was simple. The week between Christmas and New Year, I got a phone call saying the director loves it. Your tape's going to go to Shonda Rhimes.
What's meant for you is meant for you.
You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell?
You didn't even see it coming.
Then, absolutely not. Because as far as I was concerned, it had gone. You know, the big part that I had worked so hard on had gone from me. And this little tiny part, yeah, whatever. And then the week, all the offices came back after New Year, I got the call to say I got it. Wow.
What's meant for you is meant for you.
You know?
And nothing is just. I always say, give me the opportunity, I will make it work because it could lead to greater things.
Exactly.
And you're an example of that.
Well, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
before you go, we have to honor the queen, so we got a little something for you, so take a look.
Hey Golda, it's me, Shonda. I'm excited that you get to be on the Jennifer Hudson show. She's amazing, you're amazing. It's two queens meeting. It's exactly what it needs to be. I love you and have fun.
Aww, there you have it. How does that make you feel?
She is one of the nicest, loveliest people, and
Yes,
she's
she
so
is.
down to earth. She's a true writer. My wife is a writer, so I understand their brains and their personalities, and she is a true, true writer in the sense of wanting to create. Sorry, I'm very emotional. That is very emotional. Yes, Queen, come on.
Listen,
Wow.
I have tissue for the queen.
Thank you.
Yes.
So she has this amazing ability to create characters that really reach out of the screen to the audience, you know?
Right.
And I love the fact that she has this passion about creating stories that are of the world that we are living in.
Yes.
And characters that reflect the world that we are living in.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So to be involved in Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, is one of the greatest honours of my life. And to play this role, you know, so many people come up to me every day and say how much this character has changed their life in the way that their dreams are now bigger for themselves, for their families, and for their community. Ooh. You know, so it's so important in this day and age for that. If you can see it, you can believe it.
That's right.
Right?
You gotta have a calling up. You sound like your daddy. You preaching
Woo!
now.
Oh, preach.
Will you come back again and
I'd
see us?
love to.
It's such an honor to have you here. You can catch the first half of season 3 of Bridgerton streaming on Netflix May 16th. We'll be right back. It's Earth Day, so we had to call a pro to help us celebrate. Our next guest is an animal activist, speaker, author, YouTuber, and fundraiser. From Manchester, New Hampshire, please welcome kid conservationist Jack Dalton. Jack, it is so nice to meet you. Happy Earth Day.
Thank you. Happy Earth Day.
Wow. How did you get into Earth Day? I'm just curious to know.
I mean, I've been a conservationist, animal activist for the past 5 years now, and I just loved orangutans. I had a passion, and I knew I wanted to do something.
Okay, because I think we call it orangutans. Well, at least I thought it was the proper way to say it. How do you properly say it?
Orangutans. There's no G on the end.
Did y'all know that?
It's a trick. I took me a couple of years to figure it out too, but I got there eventually.
And conservationist. Can you elaborate on exactly what that is?
Conservationist is someone who speaks out and wants to do good in our world for our environment.
Amazing. Wow. And you're just 13 years old. What is your mission? It's incredible what you do.
Well, for the past 5 years, my mission has been to get orangutans off the endangered species list, as well as protect the rest of our environment and all of its inhabitants through the power of education, inspiration, and, of course, action. So I've been doing work as an animal activist, public speaker, author, educational YouTuber, all in the name of getting towards that goal.
Wow. And how old were you when you started that?
I was just 9 years old.
9 years old. That is beautiful. And how did your love for orangutans develop? Did I say it right?
Perfect.
Okay.
You got it.
How
Nice.
did it develop?
A couple of years ago, my family, we traveled the country for my dad's work. And when we lived in Memphis, Tennessee, we would go to the Memphis Zoo a couple times a week. And my favorite animal there, I would always run straight to the orangutans because I just fell in love. I mean, they're the only redheaded apes. You look at my head, what's the first thing you see? The red hair. So I fell in love with them because of that connection, but also I saw the special relationship they have with their mothers and just how smart they are. So I just really fell in love with orangutans, and I was devastated after learning how palm oil, deforestation, and human actions, really even my actions, were harming them. And I knew I wanted to do something to help them. And ever since then, I've been working towards helping them,
That is awesome. And you also wrote a children's book. Can you tell us about it?
That's right. It's called Kawan the Orangutan, Lost in the Rainforest. And for every book sold, a tree is planted in the Indonesian rainforest.
Oh.
It's a very fun story. It spreads awareness of orangutans. Its goal is to get kids to care.
Right.
It's about a baby orangutan who gets separated from his mother and relies on the help of his rainforest friends to get him back. And it promotes literacy. It's a great story, and it's really led to great things happening. Now over 3,000 trees have been planted in the rainforest because over 3,000 copies have been sold.
So what all can we do to help protect orangutans?
There's a lot of things you can do. I mean, Earth Day is a great day to start. You can recycle, compost, start a compost your old food waste. You can create into soil to grow new food. You can also drive less, driving instead on bicycles or walking to get places. So that reduces fuel emissions. You can also, let's see, you can buy hand-me-down clothes. You can get hand-me-downs. Like these jeans are actually from my cousin. So you can get hand-me-down clothes or buy secondhand. Yeah, there's a lot of great things you can do for Earth Day, and to learn more, you can go to my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. So there's a lot of other great ways to help.
Y'all hear that? This is awesome. Thank you for educating us on that. So tell us more. Why is it so important to take care of our planet, no matter what age we are?
Well, I mean, for the younger generation, it's important to protect our planet because it's going to be our home for years and years and decades to come. Same goes for the older generations. If you want your kids or grandkids to ask you, what's an orangutan, and not be able to see them in the wild, I mean, that would just be devastating, right? But luckily, there's ways we can help, and there's things that we can all do to bring animals back to a better place. And when we protect orangutans, the rainforest, we're ultimately protecting the rest of the world and ourselves because it's all connected.
Come on. That's amazing. Man, okay, so we know you have even greater things ahead of you, so we want you to remember all your adventures, so we have a little gift for you. just for you to take along your way. It's creeping out, like right here. We want to know more and more as you keep going. Thank
Look
you
at this
so
hat.
much.
What a nice hat.
Some gear,
Thank
and
you.
of course, you got a GoPro Hero 7.
Wow.
You're a hero.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this, and this will absolutely help with the video creation. Next time we go to the rainforest, say, this is from Jennifer Hudson. Thank you.
And tell the orangutans I said hi, okay?
Absolutely,
I'm cheering
will
for
do.
him. To learn more about Jack or to buy his book, check out his socials. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.